YouTube. What's up, everybody? Your boy today back with another banger, and today we got a different video today, man. We got a different video because I definitely want to shed some light or just give my thought, my analogy, my opinion about the Joker in the movie. Make sure if you have not seen the movie, I'm not gonna fully spoil the movie. I'm gonna like semi-spoil the movie. So like, you can still watch this movie. Still watch this review if you never seen the movie, because I'm gonna like explain and like kind of show you what direction the movie is going to. I'm gonna talk about a few scenes in the movie, but I'm not gonna break it down like scene by scene. You know what I'm saying? But this movie definitely deserves a review from me because this movie was very interesting. It was nothing like I thought the movie was gonna be when I seen the previews. Like, it seriously took me on a whole different direction than what I thought the movie was gonna be. Now, I can understand why people say certain things and why people say other things. Like, some people say this movie is a genius, it's a classic movie of the year. I can definitely understand why you say that. And I can understand why some people say it was stupid, it was boring, it's not a good movie. You know what I'm saying? It just depends where your mindset is. Now, if you go into the movie thinking that you're gonna see Avengers 3 or some kind of action-packed DC Marvel movie where people, you think you're gonna see Batman making an appearance and fly in the dark, and the Joker's gonna have some poison rose right here and he's gonna squirt it, and then he's gonna have a gang of mob and terrorize the whole city. Like, if you have that mindset of the typical DC Marvel action pack, bang bang, shoot 'em, but you gonna hate this movie. Okay, because there's rarely any action scenes, and that's the tricky part that kind of threw me for a loop. You know what I'm saying? Because I was expecting something else and they gave me a whole different thing. Like, it just depends on where your mindset is. If you looking for an action-packed video, this is not for you. But if you're looking for a video that will help you understand and be mindful and be open-minded, this is the movie for you, because it definitely explains to you the mindset of a psychopath. You know what I mean? This is not your typical Joker movie, like as far as Dark Knight. Now, Dark Knight and Joker are two completely different movies. Like, Dark Knight is my favorite Batman movie of all time. Like, that was just beautiful. Like, it had action packed. The Joker in that movie was brilliant. And the Joker in Joker was brilliant. It was both magical in its own different way. It was both genius in its own different way. I would say, in my opinion, Dark Knight was the evolution, was the final cut of the Joker, right? When you seen Dark Knight, that was the Joker in his final form. The Joker movie is explaining to you how he developed into his character. How did he become so crazy, and why he thought the way that he thinks, or why he thinks the way that he thinks the way that he does. It's more of an explanation, so it's more of a build up where, Dark Knight is just, action packed, amazing, acting. The Joker on that is just crazy, but the Joker on this is crazy too. So it's like two different Jokers, all right? In this Joker, you're not gonna get like crazy action. but you're gonna get an understanding of how he became the Joker. And that being said, if you're expecting the comic book version of how the Joker was created, this is not it. This is more of a realistic plot, complex theme of how the Joker was created. We all know in the comic books, you know, how Joker was created when like the first Batman movie came. Basically, the Joker was on top of a warehouse building, and he fell into a pit of toxic, you know, poison or something like that, and that's how the Joker was created. And then, you know, whatever. This is not that. This is more of a realistic, more of a it's just more realistic, okay? He's not gonna fall in no tub of toxic and poison and then just come out all of a sudden with white face and green hair. No. This is not it. This is more realistic, and it shows you step by step. It actually, you kind of sympathize with the Joker in this movie, because this movie narrates it in the mind of a psychopath, the mind of someone that has mental disorder, someone that has mental illness, someone that is obviously different from people in the world and thinks differently and is on medication and stuff like that. So this movie takes you to a whole different place, and I like that. I like the difference between Dark Knight and Joker. Now, just to specify the Joker movie, it is very interesting movie, because, and like I said in the beginning, I can understand where there's so much controversy, where they could be controversy, and where you should appreciate the movie and appreciate the art and appreciate the roller coaster that the movie takes you. Because I put it like this: anything that's controversial is real, and it means it's good. Because if it's not controversial, it's not hitting the real topic that needs to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people saying, oh, this is a movie that's gonna, you know, damage the world. It could change the world forever. This video may give thoughts and theory and ideas to people to do crazy things. No, I wouldn't say that, because people was doing crazy things before this movie even came out. You know what I mean? Like, how many serial killers, how many school shooters, how many psychopaths, how many just delusional murderers out there came before this movie? So you can't blame this movie just because it's trying to get, it's trying to put you in the mindset of, you know, how it goes bad. You know what I'm saying? So I can appreciate this movie, because one thing that I would say normal, but what's normal, right? We always say, how can somebody do that? How can they do that? Like, I don't understand. Like, why would they do something like that? Like, this movie kind of explains to you the mindset of why a monster is created. Because this movie explains to you how the Joker was created, from, you know, him being on medication, him having a mental illness, him being lied to by his mother, even though it wasn't his mother. His mother had mental illness. She was crazy as hell, and she allowed him to get beaten when he was a child by somebody else. And then basically his whole life was a lie. And then once he figured out that his mom was lying to him, that the world was lying to him, that everybody was lying to him and being so mean to him, he just kind of snapped and became the Joker. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been a firm believer of, you don't judge a book by its cover, because you don't know where people come from. You know what I'm saying? You don't know their upbringing. You don't know their childhood. You don't know how they was raised. You don't know what they've been through. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not condemning anyone of killing no one or doing mass murders or shooting up random people, and I'm definitely not. I don't condemn that. That is absolutely disgusting. That should never be, happening at all. But at the same time, it's like we don't know what pushed that person to that level. You know what I'm saying? And this movie kind of explains, goes into detail. It's very complex. I like how the story builds up. Like, the movie didn't just start the Joker just doing crazy shit and terrorizes the whole movie and just start laughing. Like, it kind of explains to you step by step. It's like a build up. It's like a crazy build up. And like, first, Joker is a normal person. Then he goes through trials and tribulations. Then he gets beat up by kids, and then he's trying to go on medication, but Gotham City, takes the medication from him, and then he wants to be an inspired comedian, but people don't really think he's funny, and then he's very delusional, and he lives in a different world, and he makes up scenes in his head that really doesn't happen in real life. Like when he was talking to the girl next door, you know what I mean? I thought, damn, I was like, oh, this nigga got some pussy. I was like, what crazy ass black girl gonna give this nigga some pussy? Like, after he killed his first person, I guess he was just like, fuck this shit. He went over to that girl house and just opened the door and started kissing them, and then it seemed like, they had sex. But come out to find later on in the movie, that was all in his head. Like, he literally was living a different life in his head. Like, he was playing out scenes that never happened in the world. And then it seemed like every time he was imagining these fictional ideas in his head, when he came to the realization that, oh, I'm tripping, then he snaps. You know what I'm saying? And I love the way that because we all know Joker by his laugh, right? Like, that's one of his most iconic characteristics, is his laugh. But I love the way that they manipulate. I wouldn't say manipulate. I like the way that they use the laugh in this movie, because his laugh is not of joy. His laugh is not of something's actual funny. His laugh is actual pain. Every single time he's laughing, it's pain, because he has a condition. So he laughs at the most inappropriate, unexpected, wrong times. You know what I'm saying? When he needs to be serious, when something tragic happens, when something is bad happening, when he's in pain, when he's not having fun, when he's not enjoying himself, he laughs. That's when he laughs. So I like how in the movie it shows when he laughs, it's like a painful laugh. Like, you can see it's a displeasure laugh. It's not a laugh like it's like a what's going on? I love the way they use the laugh in that movie. Like, this movie is something nice. Now, I just seen this movie one time. I'm probably gonna see this movie again, so I can, because there's certain things that I probably missed the first time. So I'm a probably go watch this movie again, man. And I really don't want to fully give like a spoiler, even though I talked about little things. It's a great movie. It's a great movie, man. But like I said, I can understand different people's perspective about the movie. Some say it's genius. Some say it's controversial. Some say the movie is boring. Some say the movie is amazing. Some say the movie will, give people ideas or try to you know, destroy the world, and you know, a lot of things are gonna happen from it. And some people like, bruh, no, it's not. It's trying to give you an explanation of mental illness. And what I took from it is, it's trying to put you in the mindset of why people do the things that they do, and that mental illness is a real issue. It is a real issue that people need to take aware of. You know, there are signs that people give us that we overlook all the time, and then all of a sudden they snap, and we see them on the news shooting up 12 people. You know what I'm saying? But there were signs that led up to that. It didn't just happen overnight. Just like in the movie, like the Joker didn't happen overnight. It was stages to it. It happened in different days. You know what I mean? It wasn't just the movie began and boom, the Joker was there. Nah, you know what I'm saying? So I really like the way they drove us through the movie. Like the drive, the direction, the navigation they took in this movie was it was amazing. It was amazing. I definitely wasn't thinking the Joker to be like this. I thought it was just gonna be something else. But this was, I'm gonna have to go see this again. And like I said, I don't want to really spoil it for people that didn't watch it. But just know that it's two different Jokers. All right. In my opinion, I think Dark Knight is still my movie. Like that Joker is still my Joker. You know what I'm saying? Even though this Joker, the Joker in Joker was amazing. Like the acting in both movies is phenomenal. Phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? And it's just apples and oranges. You know what I'm saying? If you like action movie, you definitely gonna ride with Dark Knight. But if you like a movie that explains to you, that builds up, that makes you understand, you know, has mystery. It's just white and black. You know what I mean? It's just two different things, but it's both dope. Both movies are dope. But I'm still riding with Dark Knight as far as the best Batman. But the actor, like the way that he laughs, it was a dope movie, man. And there's scenes in there that I want to break down, but I don't really want to talk about it. But leave a comment down below, man. If you have seen the movie, let me know what your reviews and what your thought and what your understanding of the movie was. For me, my basically what I got out of this movie is just it kind of makes you sympathetic or sympathize of why people why people are the way that they are. You know what I'm saying? Even though their actions is ugly and it's horrible and it's disgusting and it's unexplainable, this movie kind of explains it. And it kind of makes you feel sorry for the Joker, like what he been through, like all the. Sorry, my fucking nose is running and shit. Like everything that he's been through, all the lies, all the beatings, how the world treats him, how mean and cruel the world is. I mean, it will push you. And it will bring something else out of you. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what I got of it. You know what I'm saying? But I wonder if they're gonna make a part 2. I would love to see a part 2 of that movie. But like I said, the Joker is more of how he was created, how he was, the evolution of the Joker. And Dark Knight was the final form. That's when he was in his bag. That's when he fully understood who who he is, and he's his final form in Dark Knight. So I like both movies. They were dope. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Yeah, that's it, man. I just wanted to give my thoughts about this movie because I thought it was a dope ass movie. Other than that, it's your boy Damn D signing out, baby. Peace.